Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB match that is happening on Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Los Angeles Angels vs Atlanta Braves. Even without Mike Trout moving forward, the Angels have pursued additions at the trade deadline. On the mound, former All-Star Lucas Giolito is one of those acquisitions. He'll start this game, his second representing Anaheim's team. His first Angels start was a loss, the fifth straight time his team was defeated on his turn through the rotation. Giolito gave up 3 runs and 2 homers over 5.1 innings pitched. Away games have been an issue for him all year, as he owns a 5.23 ERA on the road. Maybe the fresh threads will rejuvenate him. The Braves have been incredible at home, while the Angels are mediocre on the road. Even if Yonny Chirino struggles again, Atlanta's offense is capable of overcoming any deficit. Lucas Giolito and the Angels are no slouches, but who knows how those new additions are going to gel. The Braves are a known commodity, and that commodity has been better than the opposition all season. Don't expect that to change. Our team pick is Atlanta Braves minus 1.5 runs. Nobody. Atlanta has MLB's best record this year and is favored to win the World Series. They've added infielder Nicky Lopez as they try to bolster their amazing roster. Averaging 5.62 runs per game, the most in the NL, their bats honestly don't need much help. Atlanta is leading MLB in slugging percentage and home runs. They're second in batting average and OBP. Ronald Acuna Jr. has the most stolen bases in the league and is running away with the NL MVP race. Pitchers don't typically fare well against the Braves. Our total pick is over. Detroit Tigers vs Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates were one of baseball's hottest teams to start the season, but struggling through the middle of the season now has them well out of a playoff spot despite posting a solid 6-4 mark in their past 10 overall games. Relying on their youth movement, the Pirates are 3-1 in their past 4 games played at home and are 12-6 in their past 18 games played against teams under .500 on the year, so they've got a good chance against a talented Tigers team. While the Tigers are a playoff contender, the Pirates have the advantage after beating them last time out. Eduardo Rodriguez, the Tigers starter, gave up 4 earned runs in 5 innings in that game, and the Pirates won 8-0. The two teams are tied 5-5 in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. The Pirates are a good value at plus 114 to win this game, and they have a chance to play spoiler while building their youth movement. Both of these teams have talent throughout their pitching rotations, but unfortunately, that hasn't been a consistent strength in recent times, with both teams seeing success on the back of their lineups, with the over sitting at 3-2 in their last 5 head-to-head meetings. For Detroit, the over is 6-3-1 in their past 10 overall games, and for Pittsburgh, the over sits at 6-4 over that time, and with 2 starters that haven't proven to be consistently dominant in recent times, we should expect plenty of runs here. Keep it simple, take the over. Milwaukee Brewers vs Washington Nationals. The Nationals have won 2 of their last 3 games and 8 of their last 9 home games. They've played well offensively during this stretch and scored at least 5 runs in 9 straight home games. Expect them to play well offensively in this game because they have crushed left-handed pitching this season and they're facing Mealy, who is 2-3 in 8 starts against them. He gave up 11 runs in his last 3 starts against the Nationals and will have a hard time slowing them down in this game. The Brewers have lost 5 of their last 6 games and 4 of their last 5 road games. Despite their slump, they are playing well offensively, scoring 14 runs in their last 3 road games. But they will struggle offensively in this game because they have struggled against left-handers, and Gore has done a good job on the mound in recent starts, especially at home where he hasn't given up a run in 2 consecutive starts. He didn't give up a run in his lone start against the Brewers and will keep their offense in check once again. Go with Washington to cover the money line. The Brewers are averaging 4.15 runs per game and 4.06 runs per game on the road. They averaged 4.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Nationals. With Washington giving up 4.66 runs per game in home games started by Gore, the Brewers will go over their average in this game. The Nationals are averaging 4.31 runs per game and 4.04 runs per game at home. They averaged 4.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Brewers. With Milwaukee giving up 4.39 runs per game on the road, the Nationals won't score enough runs to push the score over the total. The Brewers and Nationals played under the total in 2 of their last 3 meetings. Take the under. Cleveland Guardians vs Houston Astros. Cleveland is currently 53-54 before Tuesday's game and is 1 game back of the Minnesota Twins for first in the AL Central. On Wednesday, the Guardians are set to start Tanner Bybee, who's 7-2 with a 3.11 ERA. Well, in his last start, he went 6.2 innings, allowing 3 runs against the White Sox. In his last 5 starts, he's 3-0 with a 1.78 ERA, and on the road this year, the righty is 3-1 with a 4.33 ERA. As a pitching staff, Cleveland has a team ERA of 3.86 ERA, which ranks 6th in the majors. Houston is currently in the second wild card spot, but are just 0.5 games back of the Texas Rangers for first in the AL West. The Astros are currently slashing .250, .320, .416, which rank 16th, 15th, and 11th in the majors, while at home are slashing .244, .320, .401. Against Cleveland, Houston is slashing .240, .333, .367, while in the month of July, they slash .254, .324, .443. No Houston batter has faced Bybee in his career. The Astros are expected to start right-hander Ronald Blanco, who's 2-1 with a 4.99 ERA in his career, while in his last start, the righty went 6 innings allowing 3 runs, but that was back on July 6. Blanco has made just 22 appearances and 6 starts in his career, and has allowed 3 or more runs in all 4 of his last starts. As a pitching staff, Houston has a team ERA of 3.82, which ranks 5th. In the final game of the series, I would recommend betting on the Guardians to win as the road team. Tanner Bybee has been a strong pitcher this season, and he has been especially good lately. On the other hand, Luis Garcia has been hit hard when he pitches, and he has not pitched in the majors in nearly a month. In games that Garcia has started in his career, the Astros have a record of 2-4, and he has allowed an average of 3 runs per start. While the Guardians' offense is inconsistent, I think this is a good spot to take a shot on them. Bybee should be solid and limit Houston's offense. Along with taking Cleveland on the ML, the under is also the way to go in this game. This season, the Guardians are 59-45-3 in hitting the under, while Houston is 52-53-2, while the 4 games these two teams have played are averaging 11 runs per game, but that includes a game that was 10-9, which is an outlier. With Bybee on the mound, he also should be able to limit Houston's offense, and given the fact neither offense has faced the pitcher before, it will take a few innings to get used to them. Take the under. San Diego Padres vs Colorado Rockies. The Padres more than doubled the amount of hits the Rockies had, yet came up short in the series opener. Of their 12 hits, 4 Padres finished with multiple hits at the plate, with both Juan Soto and Matthew Banton going 3-4 in the box. Trent Grisham forced extra innings when he hit a solo shot in the 9th, but the Padres were unable to take advantage. Seth Lugo got the start, and over 7 innings he struck out 9 and allowed 2 runs. Freeland has thrown well against the Padres this season, but the Rockies' offense struggled in July, posting their worst batting average. What's more, Musgrove has thrown very well during the day, which happens to also be Colorado's softest batting split. The Padres finished July on a high note in terms of runs and batting average, and they'll look to continue that trend here. Take San Diego on the run line. It's hard to have any confidence backing an under at Coors Field. This is made more clear when we notice the high home run rate the Rockies have had at home, despite sitting bottom 10 in overall home runs. What's more, the Padres sit right around the top 10 in home runs per game. Musgrove has had ball control issues on the road, and Freeland, with his split high walk rate during the day, will both allow for their opponents to have ample chances to bat runners in. This will aid the Rockies in their top 10 extra base hit rate, and the Padres with their recent home run success. Take over 11 runs.